Ayaz, there's a very interesting thing you mentioned about India, this being India's season. Now, do you think, like the way West Indies and Australia had dominated in their eras, this Indian cricket team can dominate a decade or a decade and a half now?
Well, I mean, look, on the face of it, yes, because look at the bench strength. I mean, when you lost 7 or 8 key players in Australia and you had what many thought was a rag and bobtail team under Ajinkya Rahane, it went on to win the series, winning at Gaba, turning the series around on its head after being bowled out for 36. So, yes, they've got the wherewithal. The consistency, of course, is the key. The West Indies were a great team for 10, 12, 13, 15 years, and so to Australia, because they kept winning and winning and winning relentlessly. So, and that has to do not just so much with skill, but also with stamina and with very deep ambition. You want to win all the time. You have to make winning a habit. Right. And I think that ambition is there certainly in Kohli and some of the other players, but consistently as a team, we'll have to see, because there's so much more cricket also being played these days.
True.
So to sustain form all through is not easy, but let's see, they've got it going for them.
One last question, if I may ask, Steve. England lost to India in all 3 formats, but as a fan, what would you say has been the biggest takeaway?
Well, it's been great to see some cricket, first of all, because that's the first thing. We weren't sure if it was ever going to happen, so great work, everybody involved in that. I don't think England have actually learnt a great deal. I mentioned Topley's not really nailed down his place. The jury's still out on Ali for his future. So there's still a little bit of... nobody's really come in and said, they put their hand up. In the batting, if we go back to the test, Lawrence looked good. We've got a young batting lineup anyway. That's growing well. And we'll all be better for the experience, for having had some experience of playing in India. I was thinking about this earlier. What definite things can we say about this England team that we couldn't say 2 months ago? We know, the likes of Stokes can bat the way he can, and Bairstow can bat the way he can, and Wood can bowl the way he can. I don't really think we've actually learned a great deal new.
Right.
And today we've been undone by seam bowling rather than spin, so that's a bit of a worry with the summer in England coming up as well.
Well, my commiserations to you and Seth, and congratulations to all the Indian cricket fans.